Hello everyone. Uh, let's solve the Leetcode problem number 4 to 4 today. Longest repeating character replacement. So what the question says, you are given a string s and an integer k. You can choose any character of the string and change it to any other uppercase English letter. You can perform this operation at most k times. So we have to return the length of the longest substring containing the same letter. You can get after performing the above operation. So here they are saying, let's take the example 1, AB, AB. So K they have given 2. We can convert the letter to uppercase letter twice and get the consecutive number of repeating characters, right? So here we can change, either we can change the A to, so K is given 2, either we can change the A to B twice, we will get B 4 times, that the length of the B will be 4, so the output will be 4. Or we can change the B to A twice, this will be A, so the length of the output will be 4, same thing, right? We are able to change the B or A twice because the K is given twice. That's what they have given here. Explanation: replace the 2 A's with 2 B's or vice versa. So this is one thing. Let's consider example 2. So here it is AA, BA, BBA, right? So K equals 1. We can change any one character and convert that one to the uppercase letter of another character, right? So here, see this one. So either we can change this one to A, that will be 4 A's, or either we can change this A to B, this will be 4 B's, right? So the length of the character will be 4. Replace the one A in the middle with B and form this one, double A, double A, double B. So the substring double B has the longest repeating characters, which is 4. There may exist other ways to achieve this answer too. So we can do this one as well, right? So here we can change this one to this B to A, so that the length of the string will be AA. Either we can do this one also. Then also the length of the length of the substring will be 4 itself. So the output is 4. So let's write the code and dry run the code to understand it properly. First, what I'll do, I'll just come here. Let me initialize the result variable to store the maximum number of substrings. So I'll just give let result equals 0. Next step, what I'll do, let's loop through each character from from A to Z. Nothing but ASCII value 65 to ASCII value 90. We can see here the capital A, the ASCII value of A is 65. So 65 to 90. 90 is nothing but, you can see here this one 90. This is Z, A to Z, right? So let's loop through each character from A to Z. We'll make use of for loop. I'll just give, in my case, I'll just initialize C to 65. Initial character is A. Then C less than 91. Nothing but 90. It ends with the Z, right? Let's increment the C. So what we are doing, we are looping through the each character from A, that is ASCII 65, to Z, that is nothing but ASCII 90. Next step, we will initialize the changes counter to track the number of replacements. So let changes, initially we'll initialize this one to 0. Next, let's initialize the 2 pointers I and J. I'll just make use of the for loop. For let I equals 0, and J also, I'll initialize this one to 0. Basically, we are initializing 2 pointers. One is I and J, right? Next, I less than length of the S, and finally incrementing the I. Next, let's increment the changes if current character is not the target character. Basically, what we are doing here is, suppose we are here A. We will iterate through this character, and if the ASCII value is same, then we will not increment the changes. I mean, we will increment the changes. If the ASCII value is same, that is 65 and 65, if A is present, then we will not increase the changes. That's what we are doing here. So how can we do that? So I'll just make use of the if condition. S of I take the value of the S. If it is not equal to string dot from char code of C. Char code of C is nothing but here A is 65, we know, B is 66, A is 65 and B is 66. If it is not equal to, so B is not equal to 65 over here, this is 66, right? So the changes will get incremented here. While we dry run the code, you will get to know. So I'll just increment the changes here. Next, while the number of changes exceeds K, right? Move the left pointer J to reduce the window size. For that one, I'll just make use of while loop. While K less than changes. So if S of J not equal to string dot from char code of C, we will decrement the changes. So what it will be, we are decrementing the changes if character at J is not the target character. So next, what I'll do, I'll increment the J. So we will move the left pointer to the right. Finally, after this, we want the result with the maximum number of, substring found so far, right? For that one, what I'll do, let's make use of the math.max to find the maximum length of the substring. So result equals, I'll just make use of math.max result, comma, I minus j plus 1. Finally, what we'll do, we will return the result. So I'll just format the code. Let me hit the submit. Here, string dot from char code of C. String of formula is not a function. So somewhere I have done wrong. Just give me a second. So yeah, here what I have done is, this C has to be capital C. So let me submit this again. So yeah, now this is correct, right? So what I'll do, let's consider this example and let's consider this example. So let's dry run the code by taking the example, this one, right? So S, they have given AB, and K, they have given 2, and the output has to be 4. So what we are doing here is, initially we are initializing the result to 0. Basically, result to 0, and also we are initializing the changes to 0 as well. In my case, I'll just give CH for the changes, and also initializing I and J pointers, nothing but left and 2 pointers I and J to 0. So you can see here, let me give I and J equals 0. This one initially. Or inner loop, for the inner loop what we are doing, so we have we are iterating from 65 to 90, right, through the ASCII values from A to Z. Basically here you can see from 65 to 90. So for the first step, I will be 0. I is 0, and S of 0 is nothing but A. First index A is present, capital A is present, and it matches the ASCII value 65. So initially the value, the change will be 0 itself, this itself, right? 0 itself. So result will come here. Result is 0, 0 minus 0, plus 1, nothing but 1, right? The changes will be 1 now. Next, what will happen is I is 1 and we will move the left pointer to nothing but I to next pointer, that is S of 1, that is B. B, I is 1 and S of 1 is B. It does not match A because the ASCII character, the ASCII value of A is 65 and the ASCII value of B is 66. It does not match A. So the changes will be 1. So that's what I have written here. The changes will be 1 next step. So next, result, math.max of result will be 1 minus 0 plus 1 is nothing but 2. We are incrementing the changes to 2 here. So now the changes is 2 and next what we'll do after this one, I will be 2 now. So I will be 2 and S of 2, next we will move the left pointer to A. So it matches, so basically the ASCII value of the A matches the previous ASCII value of A, right? This one, 65 matches with 65. So there is no increment in the change. Result will be max, I is 2, right? Result is 2 and I is also 2. 2 minus 0 plus 1, nothing but 3. Now the result is 3, right? So I is still 2 itself. The result is 3. Change, we are not incrementing the change because A matches with this value, A. Next step, I has become 3 now, right? So we will move the left pointer to B, this one. So it doesn't match A, B doesn't match A and the changes will be remain 2 itself. This one will remain 2 itself and the result is nothing but 3, 3 minus 0 plus 1, nothing but 4. Now the result we are getting is 4 basically. So the changes, since changes is not more than K, we will not be adjusting the window. Now the result we got is 4, right? And same thing we can do for B as well. So in this case, we have changed from B to A, this B to A and this B to A. The output will be A, A, A and A. So the result, the maximum length we have got is, the length of the longest substring containing the same letter we got is 4 basically, according to this code, right? Same thing we can do for the B as well. The maximum, the length of the longest substring we'll get is BB, BB, nothing but output 4 itself. So yeah, this is it. Next, what will be the time complexity? The time complexity would be big of 26 into n, nothing but big of n. So basically the outer loop, just give me a second. Yeah, the outer loop runs 26 times for each character from A to Z, this one, and the inner loop runs this time. Inner loop runs n times. So the overall time complexity would be big O of n itself, right? The sliding window ensures that each character is processed at most twice. So the time complexity would be big O of n, and the space complexity would be big O of 1. Why the space complexity is big O of 1? We are making use of the fixed amount of extra space regardless of the input size. So we have the constant space complexity, nothing but big O of 1. I'll just give time complexity as big O of n, space complexity as big O of 1. So yeah, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.